Hello! Welcome to Rolling Escapades, Season 2, Episode 8, Part 1, the series in which 9 dudes, or today 8 dudes, get together, play Dungeons & Dragons, have fun, and put it on the internet. We got humanoid tigers, we got memory loss, and we got maniacal DM laughter.
That actually was quite maniacal.
Ivan isn't here today because he's ill. But, hence, yeah, cool. Destai, our sponsor, as always. Also maker of chainmail and macrame goodness. Chainmail examples, key rings and dice bags. There's rings and there's bracelets and necklaces. There's custom orders. There's a link in the description. You can click on it and go buy. And then macrame is various accessories made of paracord, and it's all colourful and awesome. There's links in the description to the artist of the campaign, Christopher Rolls, who's made some awesome, sexy, fantastic character art for us. I need to talk to him and get some more made for other stuff, so stay tuned for looking at more things. And he does some pretty cool products on DM's Guild, such as Izzy's slightly used airships. Links in the description to find his Facebook page to get commissions and his DM's Guild stuff. You'll also find links to Patreon, where you can support us, become a patron, help us do awesome things because we're awesome, get early access to videos, talk to us on Discord, all of the fun that comes with paying us money.
We're not whores.
Much.
We might be
are we?
open to it.
I didn't sign up for this.
Shut the fuck up.
You didn't read the small print.
All about that small print.
I'm not that blind.
You'll also find
written in green ink.
links to social media, so Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and then we're also on Twitch, on twitch.tv/FURN Gaming, where we occasionally stream things. There will be more on that at some point, bear with us.
Soon. New things have turned up so soon.
Yes. And we're all busy people at the moment. So, and then you can also on Podbean and on iTunes find the FURNcast, our monthly podcast, which in a couple of weeks, the next episode will be out on. It's coming out a week later than normal because we're going to talk Avengers. But yes, cool. Any of y'all have anything to say? Yeah, I'm good. Awesome. So, Errant Guard, you managed to complete both the missions that you've been sent to Grassbury for, to make a name for yourselves as a reliable adventuring party, and to find the elf Ayen Norley. After Ayen was cleansed of the poisons within his system and healed by Elerun, he revealed that he only had a limited amount of time to get to Jofreim to reveal the information that he had brought. You quickly acquired some more horses and set out. En route, the only strange event that occurred was during Parr, Darek, and Shade's watch.
Don't know what you're talking about.
On the first night, when Shade transformed into a humanoid tiger, running off into the night, and returning an hour later with blood around his hands and mouth. Arriving back at Jofreim, you quickly made your way to the teardrop at the centre of town. And the council were summoned, most all awoken from their slumber. Excuse me. Ayen began to tell the council about the information he had, but was only able to reveal that the Elves were on another plane of existence, and there was a portal on an island off the coast of Ranor before losing consciousness for a period and finding his memory wiped. After some consideration from the council, it was decided that you guys would have some time off, wouldn't have to go bounding around the countryside attempting to spot islands off the coast, and the council would send out people to do the investigation for you to attempt to confirm locations and existence of islands, and then once information had been confirmed, you guys would be sent to the islands to investigate and explore. So, from there, everyone sort of left the council and scattered across to various homes, places to stay, and slept the night. It is now about 10:30 in the morning on Star Day, the 22nd of Praetor. There is a sort of implication, not quite, but sort of, that you would all meet at the Manticore's head around that time. Is that where everyone is going, or are other people doing things first?
Sure, I shall go there.
I'm
Okay.
going there.
Yes, I'm going there.
Awesome.
I'm going to see if I can sell those items first or on the way.
Sure, yeah, you sell them. Cool. They are sold. That was easy. For people knowing, that's the 3 gold bracelets and the embroidered silk handkerchief that they found on the adventurers that died to the spiders.
The bone dice.
Claimed.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you've of course got the necklace.
Yeah, and we've divvied up the potion.
And do we know about the sending stone?
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Oh,
think
yeah,
yeah,
he did.
Yeah,
he's
we'll
got
do
it.
He's got it. And
Explain it to us.
Did we dig up the gold or did it just go in the pipe?
The gold's all in the pipe fund.
Yes. Shamshir did say that he used last session. He used the sending stone to send a. He said that he used it, and that the guy that you met in the forest was the guy on the other end.
Can we divvy up some of that gold?
Yeah.
I may need some.
How much?
But,
Like
1.
Oh, 1 gold. That's such a high asking price, man.
Hey, he takes what he needs. Nothing more, nothing less.
Does anyone else need any gold?
Yes. 1 gold.
I
richer.
should be fine.
I'm alright for now. Yeah.
I'll take 100.
We'll take 100. Cool.
Well, how much
Actually,
have
can
we
I
got?
grab
Oh, we got
30
quite a
if
lot,
that's
haven't we?
possible?
We got on
Yeah,
grand or
that's
so.
totally
Ah,
cool.
wonderful. Hello.
On top of these 7 or 8, 6, 700 we put in already.
We have 1,405.
Ah, decent amount.
Oh, we spent some on horses, didn't we?
So you're saying I'll take
well,
more than
well,
one? I'll take like 2?
Damn, go for double your asking price. It's bold.
Like sweat dripping like.
Please, sir, can I have some more?
It's when he accidentally gives you 3 pieces, and you look at it and go,
I mean, he can hardly count above 3. He's got intelligence. Ooh.
Oh, come on, you can get at least a 12.
I mean, he doesn't usually have to pay for stuff. His his feature from his background is that he can fight and get free lodgings because of it.
So did you want some more?
No, I only need 1. 1 gold.
1 gold.
Okay, so you guys are all at the Manticore's head. You are all eating bacon, and drinking whatever. Go.
Remind me.
Who called us here?
Delray Snailtail.
Thank you.
Who called us here?
It was
Shamshir.
sort of Shamshir sort of said it. Shade sort of agreed.
Yeah.
Right. So the person that kind of called us here doesn't.
But it was a.
Okay.
We need to work out
Yeah.
what we're doing next as a group. So let's all meet
And
up,
as
have a
note
conversation,
as well.
work out if we're going with Elerun
Right, okay.
to.
His son's
The birthday
Yeah.
party?
Huh?
The birthday
The
party?
sons,
Essentially.
yeah.
Yeah.
And as a note though, we did the whole kind of
Yeah,
stuff
I don't
before and the kind of
remember.
team building stuff.
Turquoise Lagoon
This
City.
was part of the tavern
Of
we
the
went to regularly.
Turquoise Lagoon.
So
It's
she
the same
knows
name as
who
the
we
lake
are.
it's on.
Yeah.
So that's it's kind of like a presume we always meet here.
So this is our regular horn.
Yeah.
Yes, this is your local.
We probably have our own room.
How far is it from the temple?
I'm gonna say close.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the reason why you guys use this inn as the
It's the
place
centre
to
point.
meet.
Yeah.
Yes, it's an easy place for everyone to get to. Because that makes sense.
Okay.
So when are you leaving?
Stretching
I
out.
asked,
Ready
Fine.
for today.
One second. Finding things.
I'm off to the blacksmith.
What, now?
Are you checking dates?
Yeah.
And name.
Why, you want to come?
No, I think we need to have a
I do
conversation
that.
about what we're doing first.
Yeah.
I mean, after this conversation.
That makes more sense.
Yes.
Right.
Is that to purchase things or is that to work on?
Yeah, I'm working.
Okay.
So I take it the council didn't really give us anything specific to do, just to be available at some point.
as and when they need you.
They suggested we
but
go with him if I remember correctly.
they
because
suggested-
in that direction is where we're probably travelling.
Yeah. They have said you can go have enjoy the party, and you can also, if you wanted, hang around in the city for the end of war celebrations. which those happen on. Let me just check my dates. The war ended on the 16th of Mipassus, which is the next month. It's currently the 22nd. So you've got
really
like
at the end of the month, aren't we?
yeah, you've got 8 day 20. You've got nearly an entire month until that period.
How long does it take to travel to the other?
It takes about a week
To travel where?
from
Turquoise
Jofreim
Lagoon.
to the Turquoise Lagoon.
It's about 10 days.
And that's
Okay.
for your kids' celebration.
Which
How long
is
till that's in the way?
6th of Mipassus.
How many days away is that?
14.
There we go.
I can't. I struggle to tell you if it was in normal ones.
So we're leaving in what, 4 days?
Give or take.
If we're all going.
Anyone that wishes.
I see no reason to hang around.
Excellent.
So tell me, how old is your son going to be turning? Do you want to bring your hand down a bit so the camera can... There you go.
5.
Oh, he's a tiny one. Okay.
Well, yeah, it's a bit of a rug run.
Yeah. As you also are all aware, as of the 60th of Mipassus, it would have been 5 years since the end of the war.
Convenient, right?
What amazing timing.
Coincidence? I
Gee.
think not.
Wonder what happened there.
Dunno. Have to ask the wife.
Actually, the other thing as well, the 6th is a date that you all know because of reasons.
Bang.
Same date.
Of... You're going to have to remind me.
I will, don't worry. Later.
Backstory.
You've lost me on my own
Secrets.
backstory. Well done.
It's quite
That's
easy.
always good. Handy to read your backstory every now and then. Because
You
I
should
remember
remember
stuff
it.
as well. I was
Wrote
like,
the bloody
oh.
thing.
This
So
way
we-
keeps
so
it
we
really
have-
simple.
We have
Oh,
4
better
days
than
in
I
the
thought it
city,
Yeah.
and then we're taking 10 days to journey to the...
Okay.
That's in date.
Throw me
Also
one.
said-
You just attack the viewers.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Scrunch it up and throw it.
One
Stop
day.
throwing shit that isn't getting...
You actually suck.
One
I'm
day.
trying.
Yeah.
I mean, the one there was written on paper and pencil, so it could have been rubbed out. But
Oh dear.
okay, so plan is
Good
4
lord.
days, doing whatever you want.
Yes.
Meet up.
I mean, if
Travel.
people don't have 4 days
We're
worth
not
of
read this as a secret.
business to attend to, then we could
I mean,
write
there
a...
is
don't,
thing,
but-
you might want to get there the day before.
I was thinking that's for 3 days.
Sure. It's not the worst idea.
Just if nothing else, you have the whole day.
Yeah.
I'm not going to eat it because I'm not.
Eat it across.
I don't know, it's kind
Yeah,
of fairy tale, isn't it? His dad arriving on his
June.
steed in full armour.
Well, the,
To see his son on his birthday.
before's fine. So yeah, basically, that's their idea.
You know, it occurs to me I don't actually know that much about you. Is he your firstborn, or you got others before him?
No, he's my first.
Ah,
and
he's your first and only so far.
only. Indeed. At the moment.
Do you have any?
No, not that I know of anyways.
You say.
I've always spent life on the road, on march. Never really had time for relationships, you know?
Sounds familiar.
Sounds like you might have some somewhere.
Possibly.
Daddy?
Sounds like it might be a risk.
Across the sea, maybe? Never know.
What? That was out of
Speaking of
character.
potentially making some, excuse me a second, and I'm going to go up to the bar.
Bear with me just
Are
one
you
second.
making an aeroplane?
No.
Nice triangle!
Pass it to me, for fuck!
This is not going to
I
work.
want to bat this thing out the air.
Oh,
hello.
I thought it would.
It's got in someone's eye.
It's just a comfortable
Yeah.
instant spiral.
Which one?
Wow.
Down.
Well, for the
Any
next 3
plans?
days, some of you, you know...
I've got to go and train.
Fair enough. But some of you aren't, native to the city. If any of you need anything, directions or help or finding things, let me know. Or help how I can.
Thanks.
Good of you.
Is that it?
Shamshir does have something to say. I'm probably going to get this accent wrong, but I'm going to do my fucking
God.
best.
Right.
Because I have not. I meant to get a reference and I completely forgot to check.
Doodle.
Yeah, how bad is this gonna go?
Awful.
Just go for the Skyrim Guard. Just a bit slower.
That's what I'm doing.
I've played an hour of Skyrim.
I pictured you as the sort who just really like dumped time into
I
it.
do not enjoy RPGs.
What the fuck are we doing here then?
That's
We're in the
irony.
Do you find them too restrictive, or
No, I find them too open.
Why are you DMing us?
You find something.
Because he can restrict us and make
You
him
find
smaller.
something too open. I'm shocked. I'm genuinely shocked.
I enjoy linear things.
Who's up for
like
branching out and
linear
just starting
things.
to kill the entire town? Let's open up this.
Depopulate the map.
Yeah,
change our alignment.
Evil.
Look, guys, I'm getting really shit frame rate. Can we like
Clear the map.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, Shamshir is saying something.
Yes.
Yes. I have an injury on my abdomen. I haven't mentioned it before. I didn't want to worry you, and I didn't want to make you think I was unfit for adventuring. It's from some time ago, but it's a particularly a painful scar that has remained for an extended period. But I thought I would let you know now.
Where is
what
it?
caused it?
I'm not entirely sure.
Where does he have it?
He indicates here across his torso. So
Okay.
it's like sort of just below the rib cage on the side of his body.
How long has it been there?
Sometime.
Have you seen a cleric?
I have, yes. I spoke to Carla in Gasbury, but priests will be priests.
Okay then.
I don't quite get what you mean by that. You saw a cleric and what? He just said there's nothing you can do? Did he turn you away saying you were horribly cursed?
She tried to fix it, but it's still there.
So you're terribly cursed?
Sounds like he might be terribly cursed.
I don't think so.
So I might have just missed it, but actually, did he just say how he got it?
No,
No.
he doesn't know how he got it,
Right. Okay.
which is mysterious in itself. Well, we have plenty of money now.
Yeah, no one's cursed in this party.
You haven't told us about that, so
I don't know about it. I'm just saying.
Me and Parr haven't told
We
you.
haven't said anything about it.
Yeah.
So terribly, terribly cursed.
But if I meow at him,
We'll think you're going insane. You'll be the one that's cursed.
Oh, whilst we're talking about that, I will point out, because it wasn't mentioned last time. What was it you said the colouring was? You earlier today, coloration.
White.
That's it, yeah.
Not your regular colours of
He's a
orange.
Bengal.
Yeah, Bengal white
yeah.
tiger, yeah. Because it wasn't mentioned before.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I love Shade. He's great.
Terrible.
Get out.
No, stay. Give him inspiration.
I'll think about it.
Well, we've got party fund. We've got a lot of money now. Shamshir, maybe finding a cleric in town. With enough money, we could be able to fix it. Maybe.
Yes. My plan is to talk to some more priests and see if they can help me.
You're not the only one.
Oh yes, Shade's curse as well. It's going around.
Oh, wait, no.
I pull down the mask and his hood comes back.
Shade has got across his it's your right cheek?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right cheek.
Right side.
Has got 3 long scour marks through his things from it looks like
It's
some
like
sort
from
of
here
claw
down to there.
just across his face, the upper part of his face, and the lower, and across his cheek.
Does he have both eyes?
He does
Yes.
have both eyes, yeah.
You see
Does it
blood
go,
out
does it go
that
over
blood.
the eye or just on the cheek?
Yeah, over it.
It goes over the eye, yeah.
Okay, wouldn't we have noticed it then? 'Cause
You potentially would have noticed a little bit of a scar here, but like
so what, you
Shade's
can see all
probably
of it?
got lots of little nicks across his body. That wouldn't have been that noticeable. It's when he
Okay.
takes off his mask
We can see.
and it's
See
the
full
length
form.
of his face.
Okay.
That's
Mm-hmm.
quite a scar you got there.
Yeah. Don't know how I got that. Likewise.
I think I would remember something like that.
You'd think.
You would.
Mine does not look like that, but that is good to know. If we were in a more private place, I would show you.
Is anyone else cursed?
I don't think I'm cursed.
I believe so.
If I find out, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
It's nice to know before rather than after the omen kicks in.
I do not think mine is a curse, but it is there.
Is there no
Ill effects.
adverse effects? Yeah.
It hurts, but that's about it.
Doesn't obstruct your movement at all.
Not really.
Is it shaped like anything and similar way to his being a horrible claw mark?
Doesn't look like this. Looks like no.
What does it look like?
Let's say, for simplicity, the Manticore's head has private places, like private rooms.
Booths or something.
Yeah, so he's happy to show you guys, but not where other people, because he's gonna have to remove his top.
I kind of imagine that he wouldn't have done his mask anywhere public either.
Possibly, it depends on whether you guys are just. There may not be like many people in the bar. It is like 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah, but this is the land of the day drinkers, so
you guys are mostly there for breakfast, and because you know the owner.
Yeah.
It's a good, easy meet-up. But yeah, you guys can move to a public, private booth, not a public booth. That's something else entirely.
Oh, so suddenly it's an exhibitionist.
big glass room, glass box in the middle of the place.
And he will remove his armor to the top so you can see. It is three wavy lines.
I take it I don't recognise anything of those wavy lines. They're just a weird scar.
Is it right side?
On his right side, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, you can
that's a common occurrence.
Yeah.
3 of them on the right side.
You can make a check if you want. I'll leave it up to you to decide what sort of check you want to make as to what it is you're trying to
I'm
look
good with
into.
Arcana. Let's try an
Try
Arcana.
Arcana,
check first.
okay. People can make checks for things. Just tell me what kind of check you're trying to make.
Performance.
Deception.
Nick the wound.
Yeah, you pretend to be a doctor.
But I roll a 1. I'm Dr. Mundo.
19.
No, 19.
I got a 20 on Arcana.
20 on
Fuck
Arcana.
Not worth mentioning.
What did you roll though?
I got an 8 on history.
Okay.
Total.
I got a 2 on medicine.
2 in medicine. Awesome.
Okay, I'll
That's
roll
probably never.
and I will chance it. It seems obscure and weird, but knowing some stuff,
Doing some shit.
it would be. Technically, knowing about animals, right, would be what? Animal handling or nature?
Nature.
Nature. Cool. 19.
19. Okay. So Arcana.
I'm trying to work out where he's not petting.
Right, I'm trying to think of something else.
It doesn't have any sort of arcane meaning. That's really it doesn't. This doesn't represent anything from the arcane. Medicine. It's a weird looking scar. It's not, as far as you're aware, that's not something caused by an animal.
Yeah. Okay.
That is, there is not an animal that does that.
Yeah. Just checking.
And creates 3 wavy lines. Darek, you think you've seen something similar at some point, maybe?
Okay, sure.
But you can't place where.
I'm on full
But you also can't remember whether it is similar because you've just seen like 3 wavy lines or 4 wavy lines or something like that. But
What kind of check did you do?
History.
Ah, right.
but You guys know it's not anything to do with the arcane. It's not anything to do with an animal. It's an awful scar.
It might be some historical significance.
Might be, yeah.
So the best we got out of that is looks kind of familiar.
Yeah.
I can't place it.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, I know this one. I know.
you eliminated some options.
Yeah.
I was going to say, it doesn't look like anything arcane to me.
No.
It's a scar.
I think I've seen something like it before, but I'll need time to do some research.
Okay, then I think that's...
Okay, cool. So people are splitting, do their own thing. Awesome. Who wants to go first?
Well, I did say I was going up to the bar, so
You are going up to
technically
the bar.
I wasn't present for any of that conversation.
Let's for simplicity, it all happened because Shamshir would have done it before you left.
Okay, fine. That's fine.
You stand up to go and go, no, look at
Wait a minute. What? Okay.
No, Parr.
I don't want the fuck off.
Tits.
So you make your way up to the bar.
Yep.
As you're making your way up, Delray stops what she's doing, steps towards you and leans on the bar.
I've returned. Did you miss me?
No.
Of course.
He's a love machine.
How far away were we sitting from
So
the bar,
during-
by the way?
How far away do you guys want to be sitting from the bar?
That's far.
Depends where the booth is.
I suppose if you guys go off into like essentially a private room, you're not inside
Oh,
of the
then
bar
we can't see
anymore.
the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Depends
you've
what
no
the
idea.
dartboard is.
So I figured
There's a
during my
dartboard in
time
the booth. It's ours.
out of the city, I came across something that I think you might be interested in. And I pull out the bottle of halfling whiskey. Made by a halfling named Milo. Try that.
She reaches under the bar, pulls out 2 shot glasses, looks at the size of the bottle and goes,
It is halfling whiskey.
yeah, there's not much of it.
And that was the last he had of it, otherwise I would have brought more.
But she'll pour 2 shots out and yeah, next it. Milo.
His place was called, oh god, what was it? Heavenly Hawk, I think?
Oh, Heavenly Hawk.
Since when did you have pigeons in your bar? What the fuck?
I need to get something
Put
to
some
get
fun
rid
on
of
it.
them.
Unseen servants, apparently. Works a treat.
I don't have any skill with magic.
He did. It's a very strange place, but yeah, really good whiskey. Figured you'd enjoy it.
I do.
All yours. Nice to see you again. And then I'm gonna fuck off.
Cool. Awesome. She takes a look at it and just starts working out what price she's going to charge. Slips under the bar.
Cool.
Then you go back and rejoin the others.
Yeah. Okay, so plan of action.
Meet here to travel in 3 days.
Wow, you guys are organized.
Pretty much. Well, I have the horses, so maybe meet mine in 3 days.
Whereabouts is yours?
Oh.
Would we know where his house is?
It's the
Yes.
big ass
Yeah.
castle.
I was just thinking how, no, his
it's
family
not.
is one of the important ones, so they might have a big mansion or some sort.
State.
That's the word.
Not just follow the Skylark Eldritch.
You'll know where Elerun stays. It is his own residence. He doesn't stay as part of it. Because the council members all have rooms within the teardrop.
Yeah, but his brother's always about as well, isn't he?
Hmm?
I thought his father and brother were around.
No, his father and his grandfather
Oh, that was
are
it.
around.
Okay.
And they are both council members, so they get to stay in the teardrop.
Okay, so they're both okay.
He is not worthy.
Yeah.
I am not worthy.
There is in the first ward that was built. There is 3 mansions for the 3 noble, like the dwarven, halfling, and human noble families that set up first, but they have since been converted into other buildings for other use. Like one of them's a massive school now. One of them's a church of many faiths, and the other one is a library.
Okay.
So they don't need to live in them, so they put them to use within the town.
Fair.
Yeah,
Alright, well,
you know where I live.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So yours in 3 days at noon then.
Yep. Yeah, sounds good.
Ready to travel. Yes.
Our horses will be ready and saddled.
3 days, you say?
Hopefully
Alright,
they're
bye.
rested enough by
I
then.
can't believe.
Cool.
Yeah.
I should think so.
So then, well, I'll see you guys in 3 days then. And
Indeed.
I get up and leave.
Yeah, I will also.
Cool.
I don't get it. They didn't even finish their drinks.
More fool them.
No. Yeah, I'm heading off.
Cool. The three of you left at the table. 3. Yeah, you're just sipping your
Savouring.
tea.
I'm savouring, darling.
Cool. Technically 4. Shamshir will leave.
Now it's 3. Cool.
Shamshir goes to the Shamshir thing.
Yeah, Shamshir goes to Shamshir.
Shamshir.
Okay. So you 3 enjoy whatever you're doing there, and then at different points we'll head off. And
I'd actually like to ask them at this point. So, how did you find out about this? You said he was cursed. You already knew.
I knew what?
I'd say this to you actually, because you said about the curse before he lifted his mask. Or are we retconning that?
Yeah. No, I did.
Yeah.
Bad.
How did you know about this?
Oh, yes. Parr and I saw his curse manifest on the way back.
Oh, that's what that. Well, that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. So this is how he became all bloodied and scarred.
We
that
assumed
night.
so. He did ask not to tell everyone else about that little experience, but hey ho. He did sort of turn into a giant white tiger and then fuck off for an hour during the night.
A tiger.
Yes. You know, fur, stripes, big cat thing.
Okay. Can I do like an Arcana check on people
Point out.
turning into tigers?
You would know very much about tigers because there was one with us to fight,
Yes.
to fight in the mines.
Oh, he's being sarcastic,
So-
don't worry.
I won't say you need to make a check, because what you do know is it was a full moon that night.
Yes.
Right.
So it was a full moon. Lycanthropes are a common folk tale.
So this is what I joked about back with the previous.
Yeah.
Except I was thinking more like bear or something weird, not tiger.
Yes. Lycanthropy is a common curse. It's common folklore to know about.
I didn't think of
Lycanthropy
this as
and
exotic.
when the full moon comes in, someone cursed with lycanthropy turns into the thing they are cursed with.
I know that different sorts of lycanthropes can have different different alignments or habits.
Yes. Okay. So for that I will say make a
History?
no
Animal
religion
handling, maybe.
check. Religion.
Ooh.
No, it might not be too bad. I can't remember if I actually decent.
What a joke.
Yeah, okay, 12.
12. Okay. So you know there are multiple types of lycanthropes.
Like in the Rakshasa.
The one most people know about is werewolves, and they turn and are extremely aggressive and violent when they turn, to the point of, if it'd been a werewolf when he turned, he'd have started eating his horse, and then started eating everyone else's horses, and then started eating everyone else, sort of thing. Like he would have just started ravaging people until you knocked him out. Tigers, you've heard mention of were-tigers,
But not of their habits.
not really yet. They're a much rarer thing.
Okay.
Not really something you encounter all that much.
It seems odd. I don't know if you're familiar, but when a person is cursed with lycanthropy, they tend to become rather aggressive and angry, and well, they like to eat whatever's around them.
So do most women.
Different causes.
Okay.
They're not so influenced by the moon.
Yet they're different, you say. Okay, continue.
If it was a wolf, he became, we wouldn't have had horses to return home on, and likely one of us would have noticed him chewing on our arm or something. At the very least.
I would argue that would wake you up, yes.
But of other transformations, bears, or in this case, tiger, the habit must be different because he didn't attack us, and
Well, this was, yes, it didn't interfere with the mission, so I didn't think it was very important.
it seems like he just tried to get as far away as possible. So whether he retained some of his knowing of us as allies and just tried to make sure we were safe, or if it was a different guidance altogether.
I mean, some feral instincts must have kicked in, because we assume he went hunting or something during that hour, because he did come back a bit of a mess.
Again,
Yes, like the other time.
Not
But-
quite like
that
the
was
time.
different. No.
Less so.
Completely
But,
different.
uh,
Completely different.
One
the
was
other time.
bruised.
So
one,
what-
one he was beaten to shit. The one
Oh,
he
okay.
came back with something else's blood all over his face and hands.
so you looking for a fight, but I guess this time you won.
No, he just found a boar and decided to have it.
But that
No, trust me, I looked at the blood afterwards. It smelled like a boar's blood.
Do you think we should be concerned?
No, his instincts took him away from the party.
I'd like to learn more, for
Or
sure.
If not
And
for our
help.
safety, then anyone that might be with us at various times.
He also didn't
I'm
go
more
for
worried for
Ayen.
Shade's safety,
Hmm.
but he seems fine with it. I assume like Shamshir will tell us when he's ready.
As I say, I'd like to help, if nothing else.
Then I guess the best we could do is be aware next full moon, which will be when we're travelling, won't it?
It will be in about 30 days,
30 days.
roughly.
Okay.
And that's roughly when he said we'd be leaving his family. Things gonna do something.
That's about when the party, the war's
The
end
festival.
celebration is, isn't it?
It's a little after the celebration.
Oh,
it's,
good.
it's a few days later.
We won't actually turn into a party animal.
I really
Now does he get
That was inspiration.
So we just have to hope it's not postponed for some reason.
Yes.
So long as the party isn't postponed, then it shouldn't interfere.
In theory.
Shouldn't.
Even if it does, he gets confined to his room or he fucks off into the local grounds or something. I don't know.
Anyway,
I think it's more interesting that, from my understanding of lycanthropy, when someone turns into a lycanthrope, they become more powerful in combat. But Shay doesn't seem to use it or need it at the moment, which is,
Can he control turning it?
I don't know. This is questions for him when he's ready to talk about it. But
Because
he's
if
not
he
ready to talk
can't,
about
then
it
we
yet.
have to like plan fights at the full moon at midnight or whatever, which would be
There's-
somewhat annoying.
is
Hey, wait,
he-
but that comes with your woman thing. See that relation there?
There is another point when lycanthropes turn. Normally, they become a full version of that animal.
Did he?
Did he go full tiger or
No, he
hybrid?
was humanoid. He
tiger.
wasn't.
Went hybrid. Alright.
Yeah.
Is he fully aware of him transforming? He might be aware of the curse, but not necessarily.
No, he had no memory of what happened over that last hour. But
Yes,
there was
he
the
was
vague
very confused about what was going on.
sensory influences.
Then
Maybe during the journey to the birthday party, we can try and breach this subject with him, as approaching him as concerned
Hmm.
friends and colleagues, etc.
potentially, what if we helped him, encourage him to force the transformation and perhaps control it?
I mean, maybe that's what he's going to do when he says he needs to train.
Maybe he bites all of us and we'll become red tigers. That would be quite interesting. That's how it works? I assume that's how it works.
That'll be quite the pride.
Pack animals?
What pack tactics we all suddenly get?
Yeah.
Actually, technically,
Well,
tigers
hang on,
are
if we all
solitary.
never mind.
Uh,
Wolves are pack.
Oh, yeah. It's... No, I'm thinking like lions that were in pride, isn't it? Yeah.
Tigers are notably
Alright.
solitary creatures.
Oh, I have some research to do, so I'll bid you.
Yes, I've got a couple of errands to look at myself. So,
Yes, indeed.
Eldorant's place, 3 days.
Indeed.
Unless we run into each other, I guess.
See
Listen,
you
if you
in
need
an
help,
arbitrary amount of time.
Yes!
If you need help, you can always find me. Just leave a message. If you can't find me at the tower, leave a message for me at the Purple Helix Tower, and I'll find you.
Noted.
I might well run into you.
Indeed, indeed.
Okay, now we leave.
Everyone is separated to go their own way. Cool.
Yes, once to get that done.
Throndraek, You are going to the blacksmith.
Yes.
You're going to the Storm Forge, run by Ben Brudanville.
Yep. He trained me. He is a male mountain dwarf. I know him.
Yep, male mountain dwarf.
I know him. It says so right here.
Uh-huh.
Very pale skin, bright red hair, about 5 foot
Higher?
in height.
Higher. China.
You can't pronounce AI apparently.
Aaron.
Cool. So when you get there, he's sort of
Hammering metal.
he's
hammer time.
at this point he's
Pong.
he's just finished hitting up the forge, so it's workable. Because it went cold and it takes a while to heat it up. You walk in, he looks up, he grunts.
Ben, can I use your forge today?
Sure.
Great.
What are you making?
Sword.
Awesome.
I want it to look good. Gold filigree.
Not done that before.
Only one way to learn.
It's fair.
I just put 30 gold on the side and then walk into the forge.
Cool.
Walk over to it and just like...
You just
Walk into it.
I climb inside. This is my process.
Sacrifice yourself
3
to the
days
forge
later, you
god.
walk out carrying a sword.
Yeah.
There's a glitch in the matrix.
Part of my skin is missing.
You got
I
to
tried to
like,
fucking club apparently.
you got to be the metal, feel the metal.
You made a sword out of your own
Has
skin.
anyone not got an awesome scar of this group? I feel like the odd one out.
Dude, Throndraek's a walking scar.
Come on, large scar.
irons.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, I need to fit in.
So yeah, I start hammering
Let's
away
start hammering.
after my productive conversation.
Huh?
After my productive conversation.
Yeah, super productive conversation.
Sounds like a short
That's
conversation.
essentially what you're doing for the next 3 days, isn't it?
Yes.
Cool. Let's resolve that now. So you're going to make
3
the thing.
days of making
Make your the dex check for the finish is what I care about. The other things will occur,
Okay.
All the way up the thing.
which you're spending a day to do. So dex check with proficiency.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Plus 2, plus 3.
24.
You get what you want. It's almost perfect.
Yeah, it was one off.
Yeah. you are attempting to put in a very, very intricate design.
Yeah.
But you're pretty pleased with it.
Yeah, pommel and everything.
Yeah. Especially
Like-
the first time where you actually attempted something like that. It's a really good first effort.
Yeah. I'll be doing the same to the scabbard and stuff as well.
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
kind of-
Everything's all the same. It's all good.
Cool. Yeah. I'll be doing.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll basically show it to Ben afterwards, I guess, and
He's pretty impressed with it. It's a very well made sword.
I swing it, check that it's balanced, and
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. He
sweet.
is happy.
And I will.
Head to Elerun's place.
Yeah, wrap it in some cloth,
Wrap it. Yeah.
and
Yeah, he'll give you some wrappings to cover it in so you can transport it properly.
go there.
Yep.
To meet with everyone.
So you're exhausted again?
No, I didn't work
No.
through the night because I rolled well.
Yeah.
If I rolled bad, I was going to work through the night to try again.
But
I've already discussed this.
yeah. To be fair,
Now I
though,
see why you've
that-
had exhaustion.
Yes.
that's not why.
No, that's not what.
Like that wouldn't have been a hard one for him to pass. In fact, I don't think you can fail. Can you fail? What's your con save?
9.
You can't fail that save. So.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure I have to double check. Okay, cool. Your 3 days were nice and easy. That's done. So we'll go on to Aegis because you left second.
Okay.
This is a nice, easy order to do this in.
Oh, man, Shamshir to go before me.
No, Shamshir will happen as and when Shamshir is here to do it. I'm not talking to myself.
I know. I was being so
Yeah, you
facetious.
should.
I'm gonna go and arrange the 2 meetings I mentioned to you,
Yep.
and find out when I actually be able to get an appointment because I've got 3 in the next 3 days hopefully.
1
Yeah.
week's time.
That's fine. Just for simplicity, make a persuasion check for me.
Natural 1
Okay. So
with a total of 9.
total of 9.
I think. 9.
Which one would you like to have within that 3-day span?
Elf.
Elerun, yeah?
Yes, that's the one.
Cool. So you're going to talk to Elerun.
And if I can't, then I can arrange the other one for because we're coming back here for the main celebration, aren't we? I don't know. I wasn't sure what was happening.
I don't know.
Alright, yeah, I'll arrange that later if I need to.
I thought we
Cool.
had both things in the other town.
I don't know.
You can celebrate both in the other town.
Excuse me. Okay, so
We're going to we never talked about it.
so you do manage to arrange a conversation with Elerun. It's not the easiest thing in the world to get a single council member.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to get all of them because they're regularly together, having a discussion about something or other.
Yeah.
Getting one on their own means they've got to take time out of their other duties and whatnot. But you do,
Of the busy time being a bureaucrat.
yeah. Elerun is willing to make more allowances than she would normally on the basis that you are a member of the Errant Guard and have been helping the council out a lot.
Okay.
So on the second day, sort of like 3-4 o'clock, she will have time for you to speak.
Okay.
So did you want to do anything
Yes.
else? Yes.
I would like to go and find some of my travelling companions from when I first arrived here.
Cool. I'm going to say the easiest people they're going to find are going to be the Halfling Ranger Neville.
Yep.
Neville
That's his
Jam.
name now.
Yeah, Neville Jamjar.
I'm going to write this.
Neville Jam Jar.
Fucking Halfling name.
Love
man.
it.
Why does that name actually seem familiar somewhat?
I don't fucking know. And you'll find the human fighter Brand Lackman.
So Halfling Ranger Neville Jam Jar.
Halfling names, dude.
Yeah.
They are halfling names.
Well,
Are
actually,
just
look at the ones on the on the
Human.
council. Something
They're
with a
shorter
good
than.
barrel.
I was going to say Kaji, but
What was his
that's the
name?
Wrong thing.
Brand
Tabaxi.
Lackman.
Named.
Huh?
Brand Lackman.
Oh, right,
It's
yeah.
the Dragonborn clan names are the fucking worst.
Yeah.
For spelling, they're not the longest.
Well, no,
So
but also
pretty
for
long.
pronunciation.
It's all X's and Y's and Z's.
Here's a word with 4 Z's in a row followed by an X, because fuck you!
It's basically that grung name.
Yeah, no, and I,
What? That's the grung name.
what they're currently doing.
For the most part, the two of them have. They're not overly comfortable in the city. they're both used to smaller civilizations and a slightly more wild land. But they travelled across with you because they saw it as their duty. The people are doing well. They're all settling in for the most part. Getting used to it. Some of them have sort of set up their own businesses. Most of them have got work in other places. They've all had to, because of where they live, they've all got a level of training in fighting. So a lot of them have joined the Fire Talons, the city guard, because it's an easy way to apply the skills. It's also one of the easiest places to join.
Fair enough. So I know a number of the guards. Interesting. Good to know.
Huh?
I might know a number of the guards, and that's good to know.
Some of them.
Yeah.
There is a lot of
I said
guards.
a number, not many. Okay.
Um,
So, but they've not got much to do themselves.
They have they sort of work with the guard. They work a little bit with druids. They do a lot of like going out and about, ranging, keeping an eye on the surrounding areas. They do scouting a lot. They will occasionally do hunting and bring back meat and whatnot from forests. because it's a big city and people need to be fed, and that's what they're good at doing. The interesting thing that they've both seen, interesting to an extent, they've seen orcs move around a lot towards the north of the city, but orcs are one of the common dangers of the continent, so they haven't seen enough to be to be concerned about it as of yet, but they have seen orc movements.
Okay, I'm going to talk to them and see if they can try and keep an ear out for any signs or indications of the group that.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. They've been doing that anyway.
Yeah, it's
but there's been nothing's come this far.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll just basically catch up with them, make sure everything's all right.
Yep.
See if they need any help with anything, or.
They're settling in. They're the least settled, just on the basis that it's not a thing they're overly comfortable with. But they're coping. They're tolerating.
And I might say, if you do get too stressed with being sick, you can probably apply to do some caravan guarding with the caravan stuff. So
Yeah.
They might appreciate travelling for a while, a bit more occasionally, just to make it break up.
They're keeping an eye on themselves. They're just uncomfortable within the city. This is not what they're used to.
Okay. And yeah, so that'll take about 2 or 3 hours of the day.
Yeah.
So I'll spend the rest of the time up until the meeting studying on what I've been researching for the last
That's fair.
months.
Yep, that's fair. You head back to the library and continue reading. Make an investigation check for that.
Not very good.
That's fine.
I think it's a 9.
A 9. That's cool. I mean, you've sank a lot of time into it already. You think you've found most of what you're going to find, but it's always worth checking just in case. But you don't find any more information.
Yeah, 9.
Sure.
Yeah, I thought I was just having a quick look. Nothing there. So
Cool. So that's that time, and then you have your meeting with Elerun, which she, because the council are meeting, she just organises. The arrangement is made to meet in the council chamber, because it's just when the council isn't meeting, it's the easiest to get to isolated location.
I am actually going to discuss but I'm pretty sure they know about my reason to be in the city, don't they? I think when they say that I'm doing this, that is a priority for me, but I don't mind helping out was my original.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm going to describe some of the other stuff that's happened and see if she knows anything that anyone else might not have known so far.
Is this a conversation you wish to have in private?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm going to ask everyone else to leave the table,
Oh,
please.
Christ.
Do you want me and you to just go?
No, because then we're not on camera.
Yeah.
There we go, viewers. It's all fun and games. We're all having fun in here. Cool. So,
Yeah.
you've made your way into the council chamber. You are Riverder, Elerun, not Riverder. Elerun is already there. She's taking time, and she's just there to be efficient more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
She is sitting at her usual place, but she does indicate one of the other council chairs to sit down, one of the ones next to her. They are, they're not bolted to the floor. They can be moved around, and so you can guys have a conversation. And she, good afternoon, Aegis. What can I do for you?
As you know, I'm here because I was investigating the poison of my family, but on the night before that happened, I had a very strange experience. From what I've read and what others mentioned, it was something very similar to the Remembrance, but I'm only 115.
Yes, you are too young to have a remembrance.
I will describe what occurred in as much detail as I can.
Do you still have the list of things that occurred?
I did.
I do believe it is on your character sheet.
Yes, I wrote it down now,
Yes.
so you're telling me.
That's cool. Actually, as we're having a private conversation, actually list all the things out.
Okay, so in my remembrance, I saw a red rose with a water droplet on it.
Mm-hmm.
A small stream running across pebbles and rocks before a small waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
A field of grass with wind blowing through it. And then a single snowflake falling through the air. There was no background, just that. And then at the end of that, there was just a male elf. He didn't really have an set appearance, but he was beautiful beyond all recognition, really, beckoning me closer with his right hand.
Very strange. And this was during your trance?
Yes, as I
And-
was meditating.
Yes, and it came of its own accord. It was not something
Yes.
you controlled.
It was interrupted by the attack on the settlement.
Strange. It doesn't sound like a remembrance, which would make sense because it won't be a remembrance. You're too young. Because a remembrance is a memory
You've
of
seen your life as it was.
yes, the lives you have lived previously, re-experiencing them, but that would involve yourself more than anything,
Yes.
not just
I think
images.
I might have known more about it if, or hopefully, if we hadn't had, if that, as we now know, memories hadn't been removed, which is possibly issues.
Well, yes, I mean, I do know, I've heard of, there's a vague thing in my mind of other, not just young elves, but other adult elves who have had their trance taken out of their control before the time of their remembrance. Unfortunately, I don't remember any more. I remember that. I remember I've heard of that before, and there was things that occurred that caused that before, but I don't know if that I recognise the concept of the images, the moving images and the thing. They don't seem to be connected. They just move forwards. I don't know anything about the beckoning elf. That seems odd. That one that doesn't ring any bells for me.
Okay.
But the other things, there's an inkling of recognition, something in the back of my mind telling me that I know what that is, but unfortunately I don't know.
Okay then.
If I knew who else had potentially experienced it, because I remember there were other elves who have talked about it, I would point you in their direction, but I don't remember their names either, which implies to me that the elves that left, those now within the Feywild, are probably to blame for the lack of information.
Yes.
I also would find it hard to believe they would completely strike information out of existence, so potentially you would find more information with them if you were able to find them and get to them.
Okay then. Oh, thank you for your assistance. I felt it was something that seemed important, and or at least strange enough that I couldn't find any other evidence of what was happening.
No, I think it is a good thing to bring to my attention. Now I know about it, I will pay attention to those around the city who are under my care, and see if there are any similar signs. I do remember just about that there was never just a single elf who had this, it was always multiple.
So there might be others that have had the same thing, the same.
Potentially, yes.
Okay.
Who are as confused, but have no access to information.
Maybe it's on both sides of the barrier, so there might be some who actually do know what's occurring.
Potentially, yes. If it's some sort of, I'm not sure what it is. It's some sort of outside influence.
I think it may have been whoever is the elf, or maybe the one who's sending the images.
Maybe.
But I can't be. I don't know. I've got no context.
Yes. No, that is fair.
It hasn't happened again since. So.
That is interesting. Let me know if it does happen again, and I will watch for others who've had the same. Obviously, it may not happen if you are not from this city and it happened to you. There may not be anyone within the city who has the same thing. They may all be from other settlements.
Indeed.
Or they may even all be across the barrier. But you know, potentially, maybe if it's a group where they need every member who has been sent the image to turn up. So they may, if they are all across the barrier, they may come looking.
That would be interesting, I'm sure.
Yes.
Okay then. Thank you for your time. Since we are investigating this, can you recommend any books that may lead to information on the Feywild? As it seems to be quite important and rapidly happening.
As far as I'm aware, the only people who have knowledge of the Feywild are the elves within the Feywild. Erlisle somehow knows. I don't know how she knows anything. And your friend Parr seems to have, from what he said, has been there. But the fact that when Ayen was describing the place, the only person able to recognize it was Erlisle, would imply to me that that is on the list of information that has been removed.
Do I remember other realms and such off the top of my head?
You know other planes of existence exist. Yeah. Make a history check.
I think it's an 11. I think. Yes, 11.
11. Yeah. You know other planes of existence exist. You've got the material plane. You've got the elemental planes. You've got the outer planes, and then you've got the far realms. Then on top of that, there's the astral plane and the ethereal plane. Obviously, the Feywild, you've been told, is a plane of positive energy, or closely connected to the plane of positive energy.
There's a negative energy.
Yeah, there must also exist a negative energy area. But that's what you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'd say, see if I don't anymore. Okay, then, well, thank you anyway. I'll see if I can dig up any information in any books in the libraries and while we're still around. But
Yes.
okay.
Hopefully, I will ask some of my people to do some research as well. Hopefully, with the resources I have, I can better find information out.
Yes.
I make no promises on what we may or may not find.
Okay then. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
I
Adrian.
appreciate you taking the time because I know it's very busy.
Yes, it's always busy as a noble. It's always busy when you're a member of a council.
My mother never really had that much to do, so there wasn't too many people where we lived.
It's easier the smaller. We have grown too quickly, and it is.
I'd imagine it's straining the what's the word? There is a word for it, and I can't remember what it is.
Yeah. Straining this, whatever it is.
Yes, there is.
Yeah. Yes. No. It's.
Infrastructure, maybe.
Yes. Yeah. I think so. Yeah. Yes. There are a lot of people, and when we started to grow, we still didn't have lots of things in place, and we're having to fix current problems and old problems at the same time.
Yes.
And it's a lot of what it is patching, but when you patch the foundation and then build over the top of it, the thing on top can be relatively weak.
Yes.
So we are having to continue to patch but attempt to rebuild at the same time. But we're getting there. We are getting there. It's just a busy time until then.
Yeah. Are there any thoughts to better communication, like roads and such being rebuilt, since everywhere is quite isolated right now?
Yes, we are establishing trade patterns in a way, in a sense. We've made connections with Grassbury. There are other towns. We're starting to make a sort of connection with the Feywild, where you've previously gone. But it's trying to find out where all the settlements are first, and then making connections between.
I assume I actually did, because I did actually think at the time, I said I marked down where I found settlements and such on the route from where I was to here.
Yes, yeah.
So I would say, I'm not sure if I did I actually tell them that, or?
Let's say you did for simplicity.
Okay,
yeah.
So is that,
Yeah.
Yeah, they were quite oddly placed when we were travelling, so
Yes,
can
it's
be-
it's where people have set up for whatever reason. It's just, you know.
maybe, because I know there was some people who travelled with me who might not be too as comfortable as they thought in the city, so you could try and arrange for rangers to actually go and find quite as cartographers, but to get general areas, so then you can get someone more professional
Yes.
to search.
I mean, we have maps, although apparently our maps are wrong. We don't have islands, but yes, it's on the list to reach out and find places. But there's little bit at a time with things like orcs and bandits and other.
I did hear there
creatures.
has been some trouble with orcs to the north of the city.
Yes,
Quite
no more.
quite a
no
number
more
of
than,
sightings apparently.
Yes, no more than normal.
Mm.
They haven't come near the city. They haven't come near the city as of yet. And we've sent some fire talons out towards the smaller villages that we know exist out there. But we haven't had any true problems as of yet. I mean, orcs are orcs. They are
Oh, yeah.
roving war bands, but they seem small in stature currently. So
Yeah, the problem might come if they start to join together.
yes,
Mm.
but for now
Yes.
they are not too much of an issue.
Okay, then. Well, thank you for your time. I will hopefully see you again at some point.
Yes, within whenever you are back in the city, I assume.
Indeed.
Very well. Enjoy the rest of your day and
Thank
enjoy Turquoise Lagoon. It is a wonderful city, I've heard.
I have been
Wonderful
there.
town.
It is quite nice.
Yes.
The water's is amazing.
Yes, it is. It's wonderful.
Mm. Okay, I will
Cool.
leave.
Yeah, she will also get up and head off.
Yeah, for the next 2 days or the next day and a half, I'm going to search various bookstores to see if I can find it, since I imagine that the libraries have been cleaned out of information on planes and such.
So you're going to spend, essentially you've got
A day and a half.
this
Or
is the
half,
second
two
day.
halves a day. Rest of tonight and then the morning tomorrow.
Yeah. So you've got, after your 4 hours, well, they're accounting for when places will shut down to an extent.
Mm.
You've maybe got like 8 or so hours to look into stuff.
Mm.
So you want to look for planes.
Books on planes in general rather than specifically the Feywild.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and make a investigation check again.
Ooh. 18.
18. Okay. Yeah, you'll find a sort of a book sort of covering the planes. So it tells you a little bit about the planes that touch the material plane. So it doesn't mention the Feywild, which in itself is interesting because you're looking at it, especially with the role you made. You get the sense this book probably once did mention the Feywild, but it's like the pages have been rewritten.
Interesting.
So it's like certain sections have been, almost like if it had been typed, there are extra spaces and the font size has been increased slightly. So paragraphs that should have taken up, a page and whatnot are instead taking up a page and a half, and so on and so forth. So
Okay.
it's slightly modified. So unless you're actually properly looking for it, you don't notice that it's been rewritten. So it mentions the material plane as the plane you're in. It's got some information on Shadowfell, which I mean, the time you only get to briefly sort of read through
I was
them.
buying it, so.
You're
I
not
should go to bookstores, not libraries.
Yeah, okay, that's
Because
fair.
I felt that libraries, if someone's trying to censor the information, they would aim at libraries specifically, because that's where most people would go to look for it, at least in general. So
Possibly, yeah. So if you want to buy it, they will sell it to you for I'm gonna say 2 gold.
yeah, I'll buy that.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not,
cool.
if it was going to be like $30, like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm talking down.
I'll
buy it for
it's
2
a
gold.
book. Cool. Yeah, so it's got information on the Shadowfell and what the Shadowfell is. It's got information on the ethereal plane and the astral plane, and it doesn't go into like those 3. It sort of talks about to a certain level of detail, and then it sort of briefly mentions the outer planes and the far realms, and it doesn't really tell you much more than how they're laid out and what the outer planes mean. It talks about the elemental planes, obviously, and how they all interconnect.
Okay.
But yeah, but as it's a bookstore, not a library, it will take you most of that time to
Yeah,
do it.
I
So you
imagine
won't-
I'd find her in the library. I wouldn't necessarily keep it basically, whereas this I can take with me.
yeah, that's fair.
And because I can't really sit there and read it all in that time, so I'm looking
Yes.
for one.
Yeah.
So I've now got the book and I'm going to read it on the journey.
Mhm.
Or in
Basically, yeah, you'll get to read it on the journey.
Okay, cool. That works.
Awesome. Cool. Anything else, or you also now heading to Elderand's place?
I think I'm now heading to Elderand's place.
Awesome. Cool. I will drop a message. What I'll do is drop in there a message and seeing if Nathan wants to do anything without anyone else there, because if Nathan doesn't, then I will ask for Sam.
So, yeah, this is going to turn. In fairness, we probably do occasionally need to do these where everyone's sort of separate.
Swint replied with, "He says no, shall we send Sam?" And I replied with, "Yep."
That works.
Yep. Yeah. Secrets are fun, guys.
Really struggle not to try and find it. I don't want to know it. It's more entertaining this way. But at the same time, I hate mysteries.
So, Erebus.
Mm-hmm.
What is the first thing you are doing? Eldanth said Ranor would talk to you today, but he didn't actually give you a time.
No.
So, what I will say for simplicity,
I was going to go there first.
as you are leaving
Yeah.
the Manticore's head and making your way over, you receive a message in your head.
Oh,
Yes.
first time that's happened, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's fine. Well, actually, it probably isn't the first time. First time it's happened on camera. It's probably happened a thing because
Yes.
you will recognise the person sending the message. As I'm going to get the fucking notes back up.
Fair.
Actually, you sent me a picture of it. Opens that, scrolls up, scrolls up, scrolls up. Lots and lots of scrolling. I should have opened this earlier, but I didn't because I'm disorganized. Doop doop doop. Oh fuck me! There's way more scrolling in here than I was expecting. I did not think it was this far up. Oh, there it is. It is this far up. Okay, so you recognise the voice because it is Jill,
Yes.
who has two things to say to you.
Yeah. She's a wizard.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, that's just why.
Yes, yep. She can send the message.
Yep.
So she says, "Morning, Shadowfist. Ranor wants to train you today, as soon as possible. And Glessel wants to see you once you're done. Good luck.
Sounds good.
Cool. Cool. So you will make your way over towards the Shadowguard
Yes.
HQ, as it were,
Yes.
to meet with Ranor,
Good.
who you know is the, when I find it, his official title within the Shadowguard is the Shadow Infuser.
Sorry, what?
The Shadow Infuser.
Infuser.
Yes.
Cool.
He is the guy in charge of the Shadowguard.
Yeah.
He helps run it, keeps it going. And then Eldanth, as the Shadow Infuser, the guy in charge, he's supposed to be on the council. Ranor doesn't like people. He really doesn't like people. So he sends Eldanth instead. And obviously, you know, Eldanth and Ranor are brothers.
Yes.
So,
Probably why we also kind of get along-ish. Because
Yes.
I don't like talking much.
yes. So, you make your way to the Shadowguard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to find. Is it before this, really? Oh, it is before this. Amazing. I'm so good at this. And you enter into the building.
Yep.
Make your way down, because it's the way it is a building on street level, but it is essentially a foyer into stairs going down. Most of the headquarters are based within the sewer system, the underground cave network, and it gives you easy ways in and out the city without people noticing. The building itself looks like a 3-story building, but that's for pretenses.
Yeah.
You know, and people can't just easily just walk in. It is a watched entrance. You don't get in unless you're allowed in, sort of thing. So you make your way down the stairs and head towards the there's a particular room that Ranor likes to train in, mostly because it's one of the rooms that are not lit. It is a dark room. There is no light. That is where he works best.
In the shadows. Weird.
Yes. As a shadow monk,
Yep.
he works best in the darkness. And he sees well in darkness as well. So he's happy. He's a happy elf. So you make your way in. It is pitch black. You don't hear or see anyone in this room.
How big is the room?
It's sort of 60 foot across, so you can see to like all the corners of the room.
Yeah.
You know, 60 foot across. It's maybe 15 foot high. It is one of the bigger rooms. But you know, Ranor likes his space.
Yes.
But you step in, you look around. There's no one there, and then you hear like almost like a soft breeze, a ruffle of clothing behind you, and then a hand's placed on your shoulder.
Yeah, that never gets old.
Yes, yeah. As yes, Ranor bandages his hands. He wraps them in a black cloth.
Civil event.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which it's his hand that's clasped onto your shoulder.
Yeah.
And then he walks past you, looks at you, looks you up and down, and goes, "Something changed."
Yeah. Tell me about it. Quite literally.
Yes.
What the fuck?
First, then he reaches into one of the satchels he has, and he pulls out a small vial about that big, that wide at the bottom, filled with a weird green-looking liquid. and he hands it over to you. And then he pulls out a second one, pops the cork and drinks it himself. Looks exactly the same.
Yeah,
Drink.
it's the same stuff.
Similar.
I drink it.
Cool. It's acrid,
Yeah.
bitter, unpleasant. Even with the amount of times you've been given some weird substance from
Concoction.
Ranor to drink, you've never once got used to it. Interestingly enough, he didn't react. He just necked it. But he's
Blech.
also strong as fuck. So
Fuck. What? Yeah.
yeah, it's horrible. So. You have questions, which makes sense. I'm going to do this an easy way. Words aren't my thing. Never will be. Never have been. I do actions.
Likewise.
So, and then you hear stretching sounds.
Oh, great.
You don't hear gasps of pain.
Yeah.
Anything like that, but you're watching as Raynor's form starts to like elongate. You watch.
Going to like a defensive stance.
Yeah, that's fair. You watch as across his body, white fur begins to sprout with black stripes, and you know it takes like maybe 2-3 seconds. You are looking at Ranor, but as a sort of standing humanoid white tiger.
What?
He turns back and says, "You have been given something called a curse. It is a curse.
Oh.
It is an evil thing that attempts to bend you to its will, attempts to control you. The things I have been giving you are a concoction of various herbs. There is some magic involved. It's designed to help you to control it. Initially, it was to subdue it.
Right.
Which is why until the last week or so you've had no encounters. The potion I gave you when you left left Jofreim, you had en route to Grassbury. That one removed some of the previous potion's attempts to subdue.
Right.
It unleashed some of the power. You saw dark shapes, black and white, grey, nothing clear, nothing easy to
None
work
of it
out.
made sense.
Yes, until you saw a beast breathing fire. Correct?
Yep.
Yes. There was no beast breathing fire. You found an ox. You saw its blood and channeled the desire to feast and tear and shred.
How comes it felt like I was burning?
Because it is hot blood. Fresh blood. You're not used to it. Your senses, under the effects of the potions, your senses are modified, subdued as well. It helps to keep you in control. You didn't see fully what was going on, but you had thought you were able to process things. With a full transformation, as would have happened a few days after, more or less, from the moon, you have less control over what you're doing. You'll still see the shapes, you'll still see the glow, but you won't really process what it is you're doing. So, Yeah, the potions are to help. And until you are able to do it at will, I will keep providing you with them and you are to keep drinking them.
How long will that take?
Depends on you. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you, which is what we're going to be doing today. As part of this curse, lycanthropy is what you have. You have been given the curse of a were-tiger.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yes.
Right.
That's where the scratches come from on your face.
I don't remember getting that.
No, you wouldn't.
Did I do it?
No.
Who?
Me.
Right. Is that to inflict the curse?
Yes.
Could others do it?
If they control it enough.
Huh. Noted.
I intentionally chose you because I wanted you as a member of the Shadowguard.
I appreciate that.
Hmm.
I fit in well.
Do. But as part of what we do, those potions, at times those potions would have made you sick and ill. Fortunately, you survived them. There's no guarantee of that. They are toxic.
They taste horrible.
Yes. Well, the recent ones are less toxic, but the ones initially had the potential to kill you had you not resisted the effects. But they are necessary to be able to control the power. So, if you were unable to learn to control the power, we would have killed you regardless.
Oh, great. Good to know.
Yes. But you will learn to control it. It just might take some time. One of the side effects of the potions, and he, you watch as he pulls a dagger from inside his cloak.
Okay.
Which is an odd thing. You've never seen him fight with a weapon. He always just purely fights with his fists.
Yep.
But then looking at the dagger, there's something. Even as he pulls it out, there's like almost like an acidic sort of burn coming from it. Just in proximity to that dagger, you feel a burn. It's unpleasant. It's unnatural. It makes your flesh crawl just being near it. Which he pulls out. Silver. Lycanthropes, not a fan of silver.
Yeah, I'm getting a weird feeling.
Yes. It's for this. And he brings it to his forearm and cuts across the inside of his elbow. And you watch as his arm just begins to bleed. And then his hands light up with lightning, just zapping around them.
How the... what? That's pretty cool.
Yes. This power lies within your blood. I am going to teach you to harness it.
About to say, can I give that a go?
Yes. It hurts. I'm going to give you your own silver dagger. It has 2 effects. You are not going to like it initially. It is going to make you feel incredibly uncomfortable, but it helps lessen the effects should you come close to it. It will still hurt. Silver will hurt you more than anything else will. But
As a quick thing, how much do I know about lycanthropy?
you know,
Then perhaps silvered weapons,
it's
getting it, yeah.
you know folktale stuff.
Yes.
You know
Common
they
stuff,
exist,
isn't it,
but you've
that-
never really encountered them. So yeah,
Right.
silvered weapons are the way
They're
to
meant
deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So,
Um,
we've got an idea.
So
Yep.
yes, this is only a small amount of silver,
Mm-hmm.
which is why you haven't passed out. If someone was to bring close to you right now a longsword or a great sword of silver, there's just the debilitating effects towards you would potentially just drive you unconscious. So we carry silver daggers to lessen the effects. We become used to it.
Mm-hmm.
To the point now, I can do this. I have this on me at all times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to it, and I can use it to invoke blood rights or crimson rights as well.
What's that? Okay.
I could do blood rights, but that comes later for you. So the crimson right is sacrificing your own health, your own life force, to increase the power of your own attacks.
Okay.
Initially, you are probably only going to be able to do it to weapons. It takes a lot more practice to get it to your hands.
Mm-hmm.
He pulls out a second silver dagger and hands it to you.
I'm gonna hesitantly
blade
try and
first.
take it because
Yeah,
it's fucking
that's fine.
reeks, and I will take it.
As you go to reach it, can you make just a Constitution saving throw, please?
Yep. Oh no. That's 4.
4. That's fine. So you reach out and take it.
Yep.
You are going to take 2 points of essentially acid damage,
Uh-huh.
as just the touch itself burns
Yes,
your hand,
I'm not
and
used to it.
you drop the dagger
Yeah.
immediately. To which Ranor,
Jesus,
No.
that's powerful.
Yeah. not many people get it on their first try.
Mm.
And he bends down, picks the dagger up, flips it so he's holding the blade,
Yeah.
holds out and says, "Just touch it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just
Just
blade?
just touch it. Or touch the. He put the handle towards you. He's holding the blade,
right.
but he's saying just touch it.
Okay.
However you want to just touch the handle, not grasp it. Just touch the handle.
All right. I will try and just with like maybe a few
Yeah.
fingers touch it.
Yeah. So with a few
Yeah.
fingers you get it. Again, there's that
Yeah.
intense burn on the tips, which you pull your fingers away, but you're able to
Mm-hmm.
over time, slowly but surely, you can move it until you're not quite holding the dagger, but you've got it. It's balanced in your hand, but it's more like you flipped it up and you can't quite grasp it, but it is just the pommel is holding itself across your thing, which burns. It
Yeah.
hurts.
No, I'm guessing it's like that, isn't it?
Yeah,
Kind of
essentially,
thing,
yeah.
and yeah, you're not actually. Yeah.
Yeah, as little of it is touching your skin as possible.
Yeah.
And the bits that are
Just resting.
yeah, it burns. You're at the point of it's not like quickly, but you're getting the sense that you are going to get like blister marks.
Mm-hmm.
It is painful. But as he passes it over, you do see, and you take it, you do see a flash of some sort of arcane symbol sort of flash across it.
On the dagger itself.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which flashes across the blade. You see it go across the pommel and down the hilt.
Mm-hmm.
And then Reynolds says, "Okay, that's a good sign.
Oh.
That is now your dagger. It's a bound dagger.
Oh. Right.
It makes it easier to pull out the power.
Okay.
Coupled with the fact that it being silver, it is going to cut your flesh very, very easily.
Yep.
What I want you to do,
Mm-hmm.
as much as possible, hold out one arm.
Okay.
And hold your staff in that hand,
In the same arm.
in the same
Okay.
arm, and attempt to draw the blade across your flesh.
Sounds so crazy.
Yes. Whilst you do it, think of lightning enshrouding your weapon.
Cool.
Oh, that sounds awesome now with a metal staff.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
really cool having a metal staff rather
Yeah,
than wooden. Yeah,
Yep.
cool. I will kind of take my staff out.
Yeah.
And like fuck it.
Cool. Make a strength check for me.
I shouldn't have rolled these ones. I can't see it. Straight strength. So it's just adding the modifier.
Yeah.
Oh dear. 5.
5. That's fine. Essentially, you can't. You reach over. Because you're not grasping the blade properly because it still stings. You don't get much of a grip. You don't apply that much pressure.
Okay.
However, again, you watch those symbols arc across the blade,
Okay.
and it cuts through your flesh regardless. It's a very sharp, intense pain.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, it's very, very potent. But that's right. So, reduce your hit points.
This is max, isn't it?
Yeah, you suffer damage equal to your character level, and you reduce your maximum hit points by an amount equal to your character level.
Which is 6 at the moment.
6.
So this goes down from 45 to 39.
It seems very strange that that's character level. I feel like that should be. I suppose it's so you can't do a multi. Yeah. Okay.
Is it
Yeah.
max HP modifier or overall max HP?
Do a max HP modifier.
So that goes to what, 39?
Yeah.
Right. No. Oh god, no. Modifier.
Oh, your modifier is -6.
Huh? Yeah.
Minus
oh right.
6.
Cool. Yeah, you can just do -6.
Yeah.
That's actually good. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I like that. Yep. Done.
Cool. And as you do it, the symbols flash, and then there's a similar flash of symbology just up your arm. It sort of runs off the blade, runs up your arm,
Yeah.
and strikes into your staff. And as it does so, one end of your staff becomes engulfed in lightning, just
Ooh.
up and down the edge of the staff.
That's neat.
It's pretty good.
I presume it hurts more.
Yes, it will do more damage to anyone you strike with it.
I like.
Awesome. So, use the dagger whenever you want to do that.
Okay.
Focus a lot, concentrate on it, work on it.
Mm-hmm.
It is not going to be easy. You need to learn. The symbols will work for the time being.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to learn to be able to grasp that dagger so people are not aware of the full meaning behind it.
Good to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
But practice, you should be able to put that on both sides of your staff, but you will need to make a second cut to do so.
That's pretty cool.
Mm.
How often? Well, does it just last? I know the actual answer, by the way. It's until the weapon leaves your grip.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah, it's until it leaves your grip. So yes, and you can just let it go at any point.
But then would I have to cut myself again?
Yes. So it will remain until you let go, or until you choose to let the power flow free.
Okay.
However, when you once it ends, some of your life force will return. It is not a permanent.
I don't think it does.
Yeah, your max hit points are restored.
Are they?
Yeah, maximum hit points return once the
Oh, but
right
you don't
fades.
heal.
Yes, you don't heal. You
That's
just regain the max
yes.
hit points.
Okay, that's just for me. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Yep.
But there's no other way to get your max hit points back.
Yeah, you have to rest.
Yes.
Okay. Well. Any other tips or practicing now? Or can I let this go?
Let go.
Cool. Okay. Put that back.
And as you release it, it fades. Zapping sounds fades, and the lightning disappears from the end of the staff.
Cool. So that does that. I have to do damage again. So that it was how much? 6.
6. Yeah.
Oh wait, 6 damage or? No, yeah, it would just go down 6.
Yeah. You should be out of 6 hit points.
Yeah. Yeah. So back still at 39 because that's what it took the max down to.
Yes.
Okay. There we go.
Yes. Dagger inside your cloak.
Yeah.
Closest to you is as close to your flesh as it can get. It will hurt.
Yeah. Hey, I've got scars.
It will blister, but it is what needs to be done.
Understood.
Any other questions?
Who else? I presume Eldath can.
Yes.
It is Eldath, isn't it?
Eldeth.
Eldath, yeah.
Yes, my brother can.
Anyone else?
Looking through the names. No, not as of yet.
Okay.
Everyone is prepared for it. They've all been given the potions. They just don't know what it means.
I presume I'm to keep it quiet until.
For the time being.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll have to get used to it. Oh. Full moons. What's gonna happen there? The same.
No. I will give you potions to take that will subdue it. You may still transform, but you will be essentially under the effects of an anesthetic. You will be unconscious. It will be a tranquilizer. But
Good.
you will have to remember to take it, and it doesn't keep for very long, so I can only give you maybe 3 potions.
How long are you talking keep?
3 potions. If I gave you 3 potions now, it would cover 3 full moons.
Oh. That's pretty good. Still.
Relatively speaking. Depends on whether or not you come back. I don't make them.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how they're made. I'm given them.
Oh. Okay. Might have to find that out.
Possibly.
I think I know some people.
You do what you gotta do.
Okay. I think that's all.
Perfect. I will assume you are travelling from the young Skylark's residence when you leave town to head to
Yes.
Turquoise Lagoon. I will
Find
have
out
the
more about him. I want to find out more about him. Well,
Fair.
his son.
Yes.
We had
It's
something odd.
good information to know.
Yeah.
I will send you the 3 potions I have there.
Much appreciated.
They will be there
I
for you
think the
to
next
take.
moon is when. Yes. Months. No.
A month's time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got
We'll
30
be there.
days. You've got
Just after.
you've got like 20. It's like 28 or something days.
Mhm.
It's not very long. Oh, sorry. It is. It's almost a full month. Okay. So you head off from there.
Yeah.
And make your way off to do other things. What I'm going to say is call a quick little break here for our viewers, because it's a good time to call a little break. And we will be right back momentarily with part 2.